Okay. Let me see. Hold on, I'm checking something first. Hold on, y'all. Y'all bear with me tonight. I'm using a different streaming platform. So y'all bear with me. I'll be trying to work through any technical difficulties. If you can hear me and see me clearly, let me know here in the chat, if you could, please. If everything sounds okay. I don't, sweet tea, I don't have no arms. You're not about to do that to me tonight. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Sweet tea, you're not going to treat me like that tonight. I need to know if y'all can hear me on your end and see me clearly. Everything looks cool. There's an echo. Is there an echo? Okay, say less. Let me try this then. Let me try this. Is there an echo now? Let me know if there's still an echo. Okay, I see y'all saying there is an echo, but what about now? Is there still one? Fuck. No. Okay. Mm, mm. Okay. Look, I told y'all gonna be my, crash. I ain't want to say crash dummies, but kinda, I'm trying to do this shit differently. Just to have different ways I can do shit. But if the echo is gone now, then that's great. That's beautiful. Great. Now, I know that I didn't announce this shit. I understand. Okay, I'm gonna make the announcements now as we're on here. Um, and we're gonna jump right into it. Let me go over here, pull it up. Um, and I'm gonna try screen sharing with y'all too later on. We're gonna try screen sharing and we're gonna see how that works as well. It's now as we're on here. Mute that. I need this too. I just want to go over here and share. No, I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. Let me get on here. Let me change this. Y'all bear with me tonight. I'm gonna need for the beginning. Just bear with me. Don't be mad. Wait for this. I'm trying to put the word out because I didn't announce this shit. Y'all know how I am. Mm, I hate when they challenge me with trying to remember passwords because they always want you to make them different and all this old other shit. It's like, bitch, I like the last password I had. I knew it. Y'all, it's y'all's job to keep these motherfucking hackers off my shit. You making me do the work for you. And I don't got time for this shit. Fuckers hit you with, oh, that ain't complicated enough. Like, bitch, it's complicated. I'm trying to remember the motherfuckers. Y'all only have to reset this bitch every time I log in. Like, goddamn. Nobody got time for that. Hold on, let me go here. Okay. Boom. Okay. And I don't got time for that. Mute that. Whatever. Hit that like button for me on the way in if you could, please. I just want to share it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And if you notice, like, why the fuck? It's because I got the screen. I got the screen over here. So y'all like the video for me on your way in, and then we're gonna jump right into it. Let me do this. to fucking take all day. Just so I'm putting the word out. And we're gonna get into it. And black folk not gonna be happy with me tonight. Okay? I already know if you're watching the playback, I know that you may not be happy with me this evening. Okay? And let me tell you that, there's nothing I can do about that. Black folk not gonna like me tonight. I already know they're not gonna like me. I'm already prepared to not be liked. So let me let y'all know that right off the bat. Okay? I know y'all not gonna fuck with this shit. But first and foremost, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. Okay? Now, while these notifications are going out, we'll do a little chit chat, right? I wanted to come in and first, show love to my supporters. I've been getting a lot of positive messages. A lot of people that are, I'm looking at shit differently now. You've given me the strength to keep my head up or hold my head up or start being about this life, this B123 shit. Mad love to y'all for sending me those messages. I feed off those messages. Okay, I feed off those messages. Those messages keep me going. Those messages keep me focused. And I feel like at least I'm doing something to the collective consciousness of my people by trying to instill this pride, by trying to get black people to kill that coon that's within us. And that's what we're going to be dealing with here tonight. If you can tell by the title, it says the constantly shocked American Negro. I think that's exactly what I called it. Constantly shocked, dismayed, appalled, even don't understand exactly what the fuck is going on. And that's because we create an illusion that's now lasted for so long, it's hard for us to snap out of it. It's very difficult for black people to snap out of it. Okay? Very difficult. I'm gonna show you how. Now y'all follow me through here. I'm just gonna be me trying to share the screen. We'll see how this works, okay? We'll see how it works. Y'all let me know how everything comes up because I'm just gonna share my Instagram page. We're going to be dealing with Twitter being acquired because all it is you watching the caves pass, businesses and websites onto each other, and they doing whatever the fuck they want with them. This is all we're really seeing. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can do this. If I can't, then it's just some bullshit, and we're gonna have to go. Let me take. That's some bullshit. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. Right here. Hold on, y'all. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. So it's gonna be it's not gonna let me do what I'm trying to do. At least I don't think so, unless I'm just fucking it up. Hold on, let me try this. There it is. I'm working it. I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. Y'all with me while I'm learning. Boom. Okay. Now I need to remove these words so y'all can so it looks a little clearer here. And actually, I probably need to make myself smaller so y'all can see. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see. Can y'all see LeBron James's ass up here in shock and dismay? Can y'all see that? Wait on confirmation from y'all in the comment in the chat before we keep going. I don't have a new camera. I do not. I've got a new program that I'm trying to learn to navigate. Okay. So here we have LeBron James. Okay. Headline reason. Y'all might have saw this the other day. I put it up on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, links in the description box to follow me on Instagram. It says here the use of N-word on Twitter almost jumped 500% after Elon Musk takeover as trolls test limits of free speech. Y'all see that? Y'all may have heard about this if you've been trying to keep up with the Negro news and what niggas is mad about today. It was that, okay, these white folk over there using the N-word, it went up almost 500%. And let me tell y'all now very early, they being modest, okay? Now, what this LeBron James comes out and tweets, and y'all claim this man is some type of woke, says, I don't know Elon Musk. And to be honest, I could care less who owns Twitter. But I will say that if this is true, I hope he and his people take this very, very seriously because this scary as fuck. So many damn unfit people saying hate speech is free speech. It's a black man talking about how scary it is that these caves are online tweeting the word nigger. Let me tell you why black folk are shocked by this. Let me tell you why black people don't understand this. Because when you're trying to tell black people how racist the caves are, black people are going to be the first people to tell you, they're not like that. They're not all like that. I know some good ones. Most of them good. You got a few bad apples. These are black people's defense of to defend these racist motherfucking caves out here. This is what black people will do for free. No charge, no nothing. For the free, black people will do this. You got LeBron James, multimillionaire, talking about how scary it is that the caves is tweeting nigger. Let me just say on the behalf of black men that are over here on B123 and black men that are in the same mindset, I ain't scared of shit that these caves talking about on no motherfucking social media. The word don't scare me. I feel nothing by it. It means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. It's not scary to me at all. So don't get me and LeBron confused. And motherfuckers is in his mindset. When he says so many people saying hate speech is free speech, because we've become so bitch made out here, we don't understand that hate speech is a form of free speech. I'm sorry. Like that may blow you away. That may disturb your peace of mind, but hate speech to people who deem such hate speech, whatever that hate speech may be, is a form of free speech. Like people have grown accustomed to them. I'm gonna try to make this bigger again. Let me stretch this back out. Let me stretch this back out. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, because I don't even want to see LeBron James's face. That bitch made ass nigga. These bitch ass niggas out here, they don't represent me. They don't represent me. And I think there needs to be a clear, concise, line drawn. And I told y'all we're gonna draw lines. They don't represent me. These scary ass niggas don't represent me. These bitch made niggas do not represent me at all. Okay? I'm not shocked or blown aback or taken aback. None of that. I've been trying to tell black people who these caves are. The minute these caves get the chance to be free in their speech, this is what they want to say. And that's fine. This is who I've been telling you that they were. Black people need to see this because the delusion that you create in your mind, that world where most white folk like you or love you or have some type of affinity towards you, doesn't exist. You create that in your mind. That's what you did. That's not their fault. You did that. To deal with the racism and how they actually are, you create in your mind, but it ain't before racists out here. It ain't before. Most white folk are not racist at all. That's what you told yourself to make you be okay. So you can shut the fuck up about racism. Because they guilt you into doing that anyway. Because now, if you talk about racism, you're making an excuse. These excuses that black people make when they talk about racism. And I told y'all how to try to use those shaming tactics against you. These are observations. They don't want you to be observant of this. They want you to believe it's just four of them. You don't have any hurdles in front of you. And if you talk about these things, then you weak. You perpetuating a victim mentality. This is what they convince you of to make you shut the fuck up. Now they come out here all over Twitter calling you a nigger or using the word nigger. And oh, I can't believe it. Oh, that's hate speech. So what? So the fuck what? I've been trying to tell you that the coon inside of you has made you seek affection, seek approval from these people for your whole existence. That's what you've been doing for a long time, still trying to make these people love you. You did that. They didn't make you do that. They've done nothing historically to make you believe that they love you. They've done nothing. You created that mirage for yourself to pass on to your children. You did that. That's why, as the hat says, America great, when? When? What time was it that these caves convinced you niggas that they loved you like that? When was this? Where was I? You created a facade in your mind, and now that they're showing you who they are, you got an issue with it. Now you want to talk about it being hate speech. The more and more that you go against letting these motherfucking caves talk how they want to talk, the more and more they're going to go against me talking how the fuck I want to talk. And instead of you having the power within yourself to speak truth to power for yourself, you want to cry about what somebody else saying. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. It doesn't matter to me. It does not break my heart. It does not hurt my feelings. Because what y'all black people haven't realized yet is these caves sit around drinking black tears. They drink black tears. Every time y'all come out here crying about who they are, they drinking those tears. Toasting like it's fucking champagne down off in the caves. Every time y'all out here crying. And it be some of the richest amongst you. In this case, it's LeBron James. Talking about he can't believe that hate speech is being passed off as free speech. That is free speech. Them motherfuckers should be able to hate you out loud if they want to. And I'm okay with that. I'm trying to figure out why black people aren't okay with that. Are they busting your bubble? Because we've been trying to tell you. We've been trying to tell you. You told us we was hoteps. Y'all laugh. We too serious. We've been trying to tell you. Now you're going to act like you shocked. They still racist. I can't believe that. It's 2022. What was the year they stopped being racist? Can we go back? Let's go back throughout history, and I'll be looking at the chat for this. What was the year that racism was officially put in the past? When was this? Because a lot of you niggas believe it was integration. That's when everything became, the racism became a thing of the past then. It was with integration. I'm looking for years here. I want the year. 18 something, 19 something. I want the year. When the fuck did racism stop? When did white folk like, you know what? We're going to dismantle these structures and these systems that we have set out against you to impede your progress. We're going to get rid of all of that. When was this? Did it make national news? Did it make the history books? When was it? People are talking about never. When it's never happened, not once. And Boy Meets World said it's masked. It's only masked to the ignorant or to the people, the so-called masked. Because people act like it's just really tucked away, like in a cul-de-sac somewhere, tucked off, dug underground. Like it's not masked. It's not masked at all. It's only masked to the people who want it to be masked. Cowardly ass niggas out here that want it to be masked. They think it's masked. It's not masked to me at all. Some people are arguing that Elon Musk, the only reason he did this was so that racist white folk could be racist. And for that, I give him a round of fucking applause. I love it. I love it. Because at some point, we're going to have to get back into people being able to speak their truth for whatever it is. We've gotten away from that. Now you got all this censorship culture. Now everything has to be censored to make motherfuckers happy. I don't like that shit. I was here watching it happen. I didn't like it. A lot of black folk liked it. Yes, I get to deny racism even more because now when somebody come out and be honest about how they feel about black people, we can cancel them. Black people thought that was power. Ain't canceling shit. These mega multi-billionaires buying platforms and they ain't gonna make it to where they can say whatever the fuck they want. Canceling for what? I'm ready for y'all to go on a cancel the coon campaign. Y'all don't want to do that though. You want to cancel racists that's passing down racism generation after generation, but you don't want to cancel the coon that you got in you that's making you believe these people love you and that one day they're going to accept you. Nobody making you do that. Nobody's making you do that. They convince you that by you speaking about racism and speaking about how racist these caves are, that is a marker of a victim mentality. I hear black people saying this shit all the time. That's just a victim mentality. To talk about the privatized prison complex and who it targets. That's a victim mentality. Talk about judges selling children into juvenile detention centers for cash payouts. That's a victim mentality to talk about any of that. That's what other black folk will tell you. They got you niggas right where they want you. Because now, when they come out here and do some shit that's racist towards you, you cry. They hold a cup down under your face to catch all your tears, and they sift them bitches out of champagne glasses down off in the caves. Big celebrations. Getting drunk off them tears. Let these people talk how they want to talk and stop being so fucking mad about it. You should have been listening to the so-called hoteps trying to tell you these motherfuckers is racist. Now you sit your stupid ass down somewhere. LeBron is just a bitch ass nigga. And he don't represent me. That's all he is. A rich, hoe ass nigga. And that's why a lot of these rich black men can't get shit done. Because they bitch made. That's what don't nobody want to really say that. And it's cool. Y'all black folk can be mad at me all you want to. These are bitch ass niggas. This boy said it's scary. Scary. Possibly the Klan riding around your house, burning across in your front yard, dragging your loved one out of the house, beating the shit out of them. Maybe scary. This bitch ass nigga said seeing the word nigger tweeted is scary. Like, it's scary. LeBron, Taco Tuesday ass nigga. That's scary. This nigga said seeing the word nigger typed out online is scary. These niggas are cowards. And I know black people don't like me calling their heroes cowards. I know y'all don't like me saying they bitch made, but they're showing themselves to be such. How the fuck is that scary? These are the same people. There wasn't no ship came in and dropped people off and gave them cell phones and they start tweeting. These are the people that's been here. These are the same caves. Nobody shipped none from nowhere else. The same caves, same cell phones, walking up into businesses with you, up at the Walmart, at the Target, at the Starbucks, on the streets with you, at the stoplight. It's the same ones. You just been denying that they exist. Because you want to tell all the hotep today talking about racism ain't no real shit. That's a thing of the past back there, yo. That's what you did. That's how weak minded you are. Nobody told you to do that. Y'all weak. And I'm here to tell you that you're weak. You're mentally weak. And that's how your mom and daddy raised your motherfucking ass. So I understand it. But it's time to break out of that. That don't make no fucking sense to be scared of a damn tweet. Let them people talk how they want to talk. And I'm going to go in there and talk how the fuck I want to talk too. And even if they don't let me talk how I want to talk, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they're letting them. It's their platform. Let them bitches be racist fuck. Let them, as they say, spread they hate. One thing about reality that y'all don't realize is that motherfuckers already hate you. I don't know why black folk like to act like it takes some convincing. Like when Donald Trump came out, he convinced people to hate black people. No, that's not what happened. He energized the racists. Your weakness did. And instead of you seeing that your weakness is what energized these motherfuckers, you want to blame somebody else. Y'all do that shit every time. You never say it's your weakness. Your men. I mean, LeBron James, what, 6'8", 6'9", rich. Your men scared. I don't want to say that though. Your cowardice is what emboldens them. In surges in waves. Oh shit, we can get away with this. Oh, we can get away with that. Oh, we can get away with that too. Oh, yeah, it's time to ride on these motherfuckers. We got them where we want them. That's your weakness, your cowardice. Yeah. They don't need no mascot. You've been trying to figure out for the longest why they don't like you. That question burns in your mind. Why don't they like us? Why won't they just love us? We doing everything they want. That's your motherfucking coon. That's the coon inside of you. But we out here, you know how you'll have the so-called devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder. Black people got a coon on one shoulder and a bigger coon on the other one. That's it. Those are the choices right now. Those are your options. Coon on one, bigger coon on the other one. And we don't see nothing wrong with that. We okay with that. Wonder why they becoming so emboldened. It's because of you. They ain't drinking your motherfucking tears. They see how you break down on every single little thing you break down. Twitter, really? Niggas, are y'all serious? It's real shit going on out here. Y'all talking about some goddamn tweets on Twitter. This is the purview of the reality that black people have now. Because we made the internet the exact same thing as real life. We made it the same. As opposed to looking at real life. You see these caves don't fuck with you or they would have ended racism. They would have ended systematic racism. They didn't. Because they don't love you. That's why. They're trying to stop the abuse of animals. Because they love dogs. That's proof that they love the dogs. There is no proof that they love you. What the fuck are you telling yourself every day? What are you saying to yourself? What lie must you be telling yourself? When the fuck did they prove that they loved you, cared about you, your well being, your people? When? Because as we talk about, and y'all know I've talked about on here, uh, the lack of black culture. I know we believe we have a culture. And some people will say that black culture is trash. They'll even say things like that. There is no culture in place. There's no culture in place. There has to be a culture in place first for there to be a black culture. I believe that. There isn't one in place. If there was one in place, it would be built on black pride. It'd be built on this. Because it has to be built on this. That's the only way the culture survives. That's the only way the people gonna survive like this, with their heads up. That's the only way. Because our culture isn't built on this, there is no black culture. That's what I believe. You have black habits. You have people that will make things that people do when they are in poverty or trying to make a way out of no way, as they say. Things that black people do, and that'll become a part of your would be culture. But that's not culture. That's being poor and making a way. And this is why sometimes you even have these white folk. Let me tell you how they try to how they try to act like they've been through the same thing you've been through. What would they say to you? I was poor too. I did the same type of stuff you talking about. Your culture cannot be built around being poor. It can't be. Stuff you do in the hood or in the ghetto or in poor areas. Your culture can't be built around that. That's why them caves able to say that to you. Well, shit, what the fuck you complaining about? I was poor too. I was in a trailer park. Poor as a bitch. That's how they think they can relate to you. That's why they say it, because you made your culture poor, poverty. And the things you do to survive in poverty, that's your culture. You did that. You didn't want to build it on this. Don't nobody want to do shit. Nobody wants to build it on no shit like this. Because if it was built on this, we would have saw them caves being racist on Twitter, and we would have did this. Ain't that something? At least I'm being honest. It wouldn't affect us that people show how they really feel about us if our shit was built on this. Hell, like, honestly, I would argue if our shit was built on this, them motherfuckers probably wouldn't even be out here acting like that fully. Read that. We're enforcing to answer this question. See, y'all talked about Donald Trump. Y'all talked about Donald Trump. But you didn't force them to answer this question that's on my hat. America great. When? You didn't challenge these people with that question. You didn't challenge them at all. Because it would have forced them to tell you when it was. And whatever years that they would have said, or decade they would have said, they was being racist fuck towards you. But you was gonna let him off the hook if it would have been after 1964, 5. You let the caves off the hook after that. Now racism is a thing of the past. They got over it. You let them off the hook because y'all niggas want to be so. This new woke shit is well, we can't talk about racism. We can't make excuses using racism as excuses. Ain't nobody out here racist for real. You let them off the hook. You kept sabotaging. You tell you that they weren't racist, and now you saying it for them. Not as an excuse, as a fucking observation. Y'all don't let these bitch made motherfuckers tell you that making this observation is you being weak, you being a victim, or you making an excuse. You let them work that over on you. Now you ashamed. They was able to do that on you. So when I say it's not MAGA hats, it's not Donald Trump, it's not Elon Musk buying Twitter that emboldens them, is your fucking weakness. And the fact that you don't have a culture built on this, that's what emboldens them. Why don't y'all see that? Why don't y'all see it? What's the problem? Why are you afraid to deal with that? At some point, black people, I know you may think that, the people that's talking about racism are just making excuses. They're trying to hold you back or hold your people back by having them talk about racism. But that's just not it. The more you don't talk about it and you don't expose it and call it out, the more they get to be blatant with it. Because you're not gonna call it out. If Elon Musk bought Twitter and the caves are over there caving like they always do, that shouldn't offend you. It should make you want to combat that shit with this shit. But this has not been something that you, a defense mechanism that you've even tried to have yet. You don't even want to do this. You want no parts of that. Because that requires you to do something a little bit more than going down there to vote, don't it? Requires you to do a little bit more than going to pray, don't it? Because you've been praying the whole time. Shit went up 500%. I just showed y'all. You've been praying. So based on the amount of times and how much you prayed, this they should be gone, right? That should be over. Everybody should just be loving you niggas, right? So what's going on? Is your prayers not being answered? Because you've been praying about it. But you don't want to fight against what they got to give. And to me, again, it don't matter. Whatever they give, it don't matter to me. Because I'm going to fight it with this. And until we decide to fight our problems with this, we're going to be here every motherfucking time. Next, in this so-called New Year coming, 2023, y'all niggas going to be saying the same shit. It's 2023. I can't believe y'all ain't tired of that. You're not tired? Our people ain't tired yet. So we'll rather cry and talk about hate speech is being masked as free speech or being used as free. It is. You hoe ass nigga. LeBron. Anybody else. It is. People get to be as hateful as they want. Who the fuck do you niggas think you are that you can stop? Let them be as hateful as they want. Who cares? They've been like that. You're here. Y'all securing all these bags. These ain't new caves that was dropped off on Earth. The same ones. Who cares? Let them speak however they want to. Them speaking how they want to opens the lane up for you to speak however you want to. Y'all know, y'all don't know how much I miss the older YouTube. '08 YouTube, '09, 2010. How much I miss that shit. Where I could come online and see all types of white folk calling black folk all types of niggers, monkeys, all types of shit. I used to be like, damn, that's crazy. But I knew I then could go on here and defend my people against this rhetoric if need be. I could say whatever the fuck I wanted to. Because they have racism as a practice. See, y'all think it's about them calling you a nigger. That ain't it. That's not it. That's not what's scary, bitch ass LeBron. That's not what's scary. It's not scary about them words. The system itself, America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. It in itself is racist. If anything, if you're gonna be scared of something, be scared of that. The system in itself is racist. And the people within the system, the Ks that y'all think love y'all, swear love y'all, they ain't doing shit about it because it don't affect them. So you could be railroaded. That's you, your kids, murdered, your kids. No one cares. Water poisoned. Nobody held accountable for that. You lynched all over the nation. They called it suicide. Nobody held accountable for that. That, if anything, and again, I'm not saying you should be scared, but if you're going to be calling something scary, it damn sure can't be white folk typing nigger out on a damn keyboard. No one cares about it. Who cares? At least I'll say we don't. Over here at B123, we don't care. We don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't mind it. I ain't losing no sleep over it. I saw this shit. I died laughing. I was in my head. I thought, see, I told these niggas. If it's about them calling you a nigger, then you lost. That ain't what it is. Because all they gotta do is stop calling you a nigger. They'll call you a thug instead. Yeah, they're just calling you a thug. They don't need the word nigger to practice systemic racism. They don't need that. Let them speak however they want to speak. They don't need that word to practice systemic racism, to keep your people as a permanent underclass. They don't need them words. Those words don't matter. Y'all just don't understand this shit yet, man. Y'all don't get it. And you listen to other niggas that they don't get it. And you think they showing you the way by denying the racism that's out here. That's the way to do it. No, I'm not going to deny it. That's not something I'm going to do. I'm not ever going to be so woke or new black and all this other coon shit these niggas out here talking about right now. I'm never denying racism. I'm always going to call that shit out. Always. It is what it is, where I'm concerned. But I'd be damned if I'm going to be sitting here upset that the caves is caving. Like, come on, yo. Come on, yo. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, we back. Hold on. No, that's wrong. Well, no, that is right. I need to get that up there. Okay. Miss Wu said this generation is soft. It's not this generation. I'm sorry. That ain't it. I would argue that every generation has been soft as it pertains to black power, as it pertains to black pride. I'll say that. I know. I think I know what you're saying. These some bitch made ass little kids and shit out here running around right now, and a lot of these adults is where they got it from. I feel what you're saying, but black people by and large have been soft for a very long time. We confused making it in a system of capitalism as a way to progress as a people, as a way to end racism. We thought that if we could just get money, these people would respect that money and then they would love us based on the money that we get. We thought that. Many of us still think that right now. We want to master capitalism, and that's what's going to see us through. That's what's going to get us the respect that we so-called deserve from them. You see what I'm saying? Everything that we think is all about getting acceptance and respect from them. It's so sad to me. And we don't even recognize it most of the time. We think that these goals are our own goals. We think that these are really our goals. No, they are coon ass goals that you had passed down to you from your parents. That's what it is. That's why all you hear about is niggas talking about securing bags, not going out here making these motherfucking caves be accountable for the racism. We always talking about making each other be accountable for stupid ass shit like relationship shit and shit like that. We'll talk about accountability, back and forth. But then you'll turn around and exonerate the caves. They have to be accountable for nothing, even their fucking silence. You should be holding them accountable for that, but nope, nobody wants to do that work. Nobody wants to do that work. Nobody wants to hold the caves accountable. I will, and us few so-called hoteps will do it, but then black folk don't really want to hear that. They want to be talked. They want to hear that they are so powerful and we so resilient that we just overcome all this racism and still get these bags. We love hearing that stupid shit. Y'all so strong. Look at you do it. You so resilient. Such a powerful people. You made it in spite of the conditions. We love that shit. That makes our entire life. We love hearing shit like that. Like we don't see nothing wrong with it. Like making it through this bullshit is the flex. Like I made it through here. I got me a couple dollars. Like that ain't our people is still not like we still fucked up out here. And we pass this coon ideology down to our children. And even the richest amongst us in LeBron James is scared bitch ass niggas. No sense of black pride whatsoever. If you pay attention, the only time these motherfuckers want to say anything is when it comes to police brutality. We talk about that here all the time. That's the only time you see these motherfuckers want to say anything, is if some cops murder a black person. Other than that, they coons. They're coons. And I know y'all be thinking these motherfuckers is woke or conscious or whatever. No, the fuck they're not. They're coons. This grown ass black men or grown ass black man said it's scary AF. Meanwhile, he's in the NBA. I would argue that most of the white owners in the NBA racist as fuck. They caught slipping. What was it? Donald Sterling some years back. Motherfucker, what you talking about? Scary? Why are you promoting fear when you've dealt with racist owners? You've heard about these motherfuckers, and you out there making your million. You still making your millions of dollars. Why are you promoting fear amongst other people over some Twitter? Why are you doing that? What benefit is that done? How does that help black people? Period. Fear. What has that done for us? It's done nothing for our people, not once. Being afraid. It is because we're afraid that we create these delusions in our minds. That somehow it's just 4 or 5 bad apple white people out here, bad apple caves, and well, since that's such a small percentage of them, then everything is fine. LeBron James ain't say shit about being so scared that the owners was racist that he couldn't play basketball no more. No, he actually bringing his son along now to enter into another in the same NBA that is racist as fuck. You bring your son in there with you, but you want to promote fear on Twitter though, trying to convince these caves to not call you a nigger. You need to let them. Not let them in your face, of course. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want y'all to get it fucked up. I ain't saying let you want to call you a nigger to your motherfucking face. That's not what I'm saying. But when it comes to social media spaces, let these people say whatever the fuck they want. Who cares? Let them be who they are. Who cares? Why do you concern yourself with that? You shocked? Use of the word nigga goes up 500% in Elon Musk purchase. You shocked? If you're shocked, that means that you believe that they ain't wasn't before racist white folk. You believe that somehow, some way. And I wish they'd quit call themselves getting these people fired from their jobs. Let the Once y'all started convincing these caves that they had to go hide their racism, tuck it in, smile in your face. It does is it feeds into your delusion. I'm tired of black people being delusional. Like I'm tired, I'm over it. Because I have to convince them. And I hate that. I hate that I have to convince black people that what I'm saying is real shit. I hate that. Or trying to even convince them. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who does this, type of talking to black people or people that's done this in the past. I'm sure that shit is fucking frustrating because you're trying to convince black people. I'm tired of it. So let these caves show them. These are the only people that listen to anyway. Black people have no respect for other black people trying to wake them up, trying to enlighten their mind. The only time they respect that is if that black person is a multimillionaire. The only time. Because black people worship money. You're seeing it if you're watching Kanye continue to be coon. Anywhere he goes, any platform, he's done other interviews now. And if you listen to this motherfucking Kanye West, and the reason that most people feel, a lot of black people are feeling what he's saying, is because they resonate with that coon in him. There's a kindred spirit inside of Kanye. I listened to Kanye do another interview on some white man show. And if you listen to Kanye West, everybody he respects is a cave. Everybody he thinks is beautiful as a woman is a cave. Like this motherfucker loves the caves and won't nobody pay attention to that part. Or the fact of the matter is that most of these black folk out here love the caves. And so they read that resonates with them. They don't see nothing wrong with that. Because I'm listening to black people. I was in the barbershop the other day. I'm listening to black people talk about Kanye West. And they're having, they're asking, I mean, I'm in there to get a fucking, get my fucking head shaved up, down, and get my beard trimmed up a little bit. I go in there and Kanye is the topic. They have this, that little interview playing on there. And they say, well, how you feel about him? He say, Rob, I know you always keep it real. So I go in there and tell them that motherfucker's a coon. He's a white worshiping coon, like most black people. Now, when I said this, the people in the barbershop, they kind of was taking it back like, well, I don't worship whiteness. There's a good chance you do. If you don't come out and outright defy the black person they want you to be, which is a chasing the bag, secure the bag, don't talk about racism, don't say shit about race, it's not relevant. If you're not fighting against the prototype of the coon they want you to be, then you do worship white people. It just is what it is. You can acknowledge that and change it, but you do. That's why Kanye makes sense to you. If you listen to this motherfucker talk, the greatest, the smartest, he talks about Elon Musk a lot. The greatest, smartest people in the world to him is the caves. The most beautiful people, women on the planet is the caves. He talks about Brad Pitt and some other white man. Like he too cave. Like the caves is in him. I don't respect that shit. Y'all niggas respect that shit, but you respect it because he got money. And y'all don't care about character. Y'all damn sure don't care about this. Y'all don't care about character, integrity. All y'all care about is money. Black people will respect you, and you can say anything if you got money. That's it. You can be as anti-black as you want. Call yourself being tough on black people. All you want. You got a couple of dollars. You can talk to black people however the fuck you want to. These black people live by this capitalistic mindset to worship whoever got the money, and they know they're going to have to respect that person because that person got more money than them, and that person can look at them and call them broke. That humbles niggas. That's what the white man taught you to be, because they can look at you and say you broke, and you gotta shut the fuck up when they say it, and you spread that around to other black people. You broke, bitch. Fuck you. You a broke bitch. You ain't nothing. That's what they said about you, black people. That's how the white man, his mama treated you. Like you a fucking slave. Like get the fuck out of here. You a savage. You don't know shit. You ain't about shit. You a fucking savage. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess you right. I guess you's right. Black people took that same shit and do it to each other. And you worship whoever got the money, whoever can call you broke, you worship them. You don't worship people that are beneath you or that make less than you. You don't praise them, you don't worship them, you don't hail them as great at all. The only people that can talk to you niggas is caves and rich niggas. The only ones. The only ones. And you think that's you. You think that's a part of who you are. That's a part of who you were programmed to be. And you won't fight back against the programming. That's why Kanye can disrespect you. It don't matter. Anybody rich can disrespect you. It don't matter. That's why they get away with it. Because they see who you are. You don't respect anybody unless they got money. One of the first things a motherfucker will ask you as a respect check, what you do for a living? I said some of the realest shit ever, dropping bombs. You can do all of that. What you do for a living? How much you make a year? How much you make an hour? Black people ask you shit like that to check on how much they supposed to respect you. They got that straight from the caves. You don't see it, don't want to change it, don't want to correct it in any way. We don't want to correct it in the next generation of our children. We don't even try. They're wanting to check how much they should respect you, regardless of what you're talking about, regardless of how much wisdom you may have, how much knowledge you may have, how much you make a year. Because they want to find a way, just in case you step on their toes, they want to be able to say, well, bitch, you broke anyway. Fuck out of here. That's what we do to each other. Because our culture ain't built on this, where you respect black people, period. Black people who are functional, black people who not running around out here either terrorizing the community or I want to say doing crimes against our women, things like that. Of course, fuck them, death to them bitches. But just because a black person doesn't make as much money as you does not mean you devalue them, their opinion or their wisdom or their knowledge. That don't mean you do that. But that's what we do. That's how we are. Where you live? Oh, you renting. You ain't shit. You ain't bought a house yet. You don't own your own business yet. You ain't shit. Fuck you. That's how we treat each other. Do you know where you got that from? Who was saying to you, you ain't got a house? You don't make as much as me? So I get to devalue you. Do you know who did that? Do you know where you got that level of cognitive dissonance from? That programming from? You got that from the caves. The very caves you worship. The very caves that you create this delusion in your mind that they love you and you shocked every time they show you that they don't. 500% that shit went up. 500%. Now, as of right now, they can move out areas. Y'all don't even care about white flight. That's a conspiracy theory. That's something Hoteps came up with, right? When you move next to them, they move away. When you get all your coins, secure all your bags, and move anywhere close to them bitches, they move away. They've been doing that. Do you know what they said? Niggers moving in next door. They didn't call you black folk. Respectable African Americans moving in next door. They never said that. They called you niggers. That's why they moved. You think they call your neighborhood black neighborhoods? That's that politically correct shit they doing. They call those nigger neighborhoods. The richest and most talented amongst us, as they say, as far as the sports and things like that concerned. That's a nigga on a screen. That's a nigger dribbling a basketball. That's a nigger running and catching a football. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. That's what they call you anyway. You just created a world where you thought you was gonna be a good Christian folk and pray and go to church and you thought all that shit was gonna mean something to these people. That's what you thought. And we told you it didn't mean shit. You told us to go sit our motherfucking asses down somewhere. Shut your hotep ass up. These white folk good out here. That's what you said. That's what you told us. These good white folk. You told us they was good. We told y'all they wasn't. Now you're shocked because they're showing you who they are. And I love that shit. I want them to hurt every single one of you niggas' feelings. I want them to bust that fucking bubble you got in your motherfucking head. I want them to completely destroy the illusion that you have in your mind. I want them to tear that shit the fuck up because that's the only way you'll listen. Reality hasn't been enough for you. You don't care that I'm just, or there's just regular black folk trying to wake you niggas up. You never cared about that. It takes these caves to come show you. It takes them. They have to tell you because you don't believe us. I hope they destroy the idea that you have. I want them to destroy it. I do. I hope they do. And I don't really, I don't rely on the caves to do too much of anything, but I want them to do this. It's like that shit gonna really be something that I feel like at that point we'll be able to get more of us to get together and galvanize our people and carve out a black culture that's built on this. Because we put this down because we thought that if we put this down, that was gonna make them accept us. If we just took that shit in, don't talk about racism, that was gonna make them accept us. Nope. They on Twitter saying nigger for fun. Are y'all excited? I'm excited. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I don't want to impose my ideas on y'all. I saw this shit and I was like, oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. It's time these niggas understand. They don't get it. Like, I don't know what it is, but they don't get it. So come show them, Caves. Come on. Show them. Show them. But I'm going to tell you what they might do. They might try to hone it back a little bit because they understand that if they start acting like that, that causes the rises. They'll see it slowly. Look at the progression. They know if they do too much, it causes the rise of this. So they always try to kind of, they'll try to like, okay, y'all just, they'll look down off in the caves and they'll be like, okay, y'all just, I know you hype, call them niggas. I know, it's been a while, right, right. But we don't want them to, because they'll start that shit. And we don't want them out there acting like this. They'll watch that bitch rise up like this. They'll watch the people. They don't want that. This is what they're afraid of. This is what they're afraid of. They don't want no parts of that. So they may try to, reel these motherfuckers in a little bit. But 500%, and that's them being modest. Look, understand me. It going up 500% is modest. A lot of them still hiding it. That's modest. That's a light five. Like, please believe that's a light five. That's light. They know what's gonna happen though. I hope they still. I hope they still do it, but I know they'll really in. They'll okay. Come on, y'all. Come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. We did it. Okay, y'all ran around. You called them niggers one time. Okay, just come on back. Come back. Scale it back a little bit. We don't want them doing too much because they'll start that shit, and all those hoteps will start making sense. Y'all see what I'm saying? The American Negro is said to be the. How can I say this? The American Negro is said to be the one who sets the tone for Negroes all across the world. This is why when you look out here in the world, what you'll notice is that most black people are coons. It's because we, the American Negro, cooned out. And most of these other groups are just following our lead. We like to say we trendsetters, but we don't take responsibility for our collective consciousness. We don't take no responsibility for that. We trendsetters though. The whole world watching us. They want to be like the American black. You have these ones that are proud to be American. You have these new Negroes now that are so proud to be American and so proud that we set all the trends and we are the culture and all this motherfucking bullshit. But when it comes to this coon shit, they want to take no responsibility for that. Well, no, we're not gonna take responsibility for that. But we are the culture. We set trends for everybody around the whole world. We'll beat our fucking chest all day long about all this shit. But when I mention, okay, what about this coon shit? It's crickets then. Like you're also setting the standard for this coon shit too that you be on all the time. Scary ass, hoe ass, bitch made ass entertainers and athletes and people. I mean, you setting that tone too. Crickets, crickets. Black people only want to be responsible for rap music, dance, and fucking food. They don't want to be responsible for the coon shit that we be out here on. Nobody wants to be responsible for that. Y'all talking about some fucking accountability. Nobody wants to be accountable for that at all. Nobody does. That's something that we don't even know how that. Man, I don't know. Shit, it's the public schools. It's the public schools that's doing it too. It's the TV shows and the movies and the magazines and the school books and the schools and the teachers. We want to put that shit. I'm talking about anywhere we can shove it. We want to put it on somebody else. I noticed that. I noticed that. You know, nobody want to deal with that. When I challenge us to deal with that, I get met with a lot of pushback. I get told to shut the fuck up. I get told that I'm just a broke ass nigga. I get called all types of shit from black folk. But I ain't lying. I'm not lying. I think even Meek Mill put out a tweet. He said something along the same lines too. Hate speech shouldn't be free speech, or free speech shouldn't equal hate speech. Free speech is any speech that a motherfucker wants. Why are y'all trying to control how people talk? That shit dumb to me. And it creates a facade. Free speech can most definitely be hate speech. And so what? They can have a Klan rally right now with police escorts and say whatever the fuck they want. What's the difference? Who cares that's hate speech? Black people's problem is they don't understand where the hate comes from. Or they'll just ignore the fact that the hate's even there. We want these people to love us so bad. Let me get to, I'm gonna get to y'all's comments. Hold on. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill and get to y'all's comments. I do want to say mad love to you if you're here, if you listen to anything that I'm saying, if you have been listening to anything that I'm saying, if you understand anything that I'm saying on and follow me through what I'm saying, put a B123 in the chat for me, please. Please put a B123 in the chat for me. I want people to understand, man. Like, I don't know exactly how to get through to black people. I know that you know it's not something it's not easy to do, especially when you're doing it from your heart. There is no necessarily no big monetary payout for it. I don't know exactly how to get through to my people. So, I'm going and trying to do it the best way I can to show us, everything that I'm saying. You can watch it happen in real time in front of you on your social medias, on your platforms, in these entertainers, in these athletes, in black people around you. You can see it. I'm not creating a false narrative to try to sound, like I'm better than people and no shit like that. You can do this work. You can do this work. You can feel that cone that's inside of you too. All you have to do is accept responsibility to do the work and check yourself. How the fuck can you be out here talking about you scared? It's scary as fuck. And people was retweeting it, and LeBron got a big following. These niggas is going crazy. LeBron has a big following, and he's putting this fear mongering fuckery out here, and black people are in agreement with this shit. Get it in, scary, ain't it? No, it's not. Some of the stuff our ancestors went through was scary. And they still fought in the face of adversity. You niggas ain't going through none of the shit they went through. Y'all talking about some goddamn Twitter. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful to our ancestors, in my opinion. It's disrespectful to call that shit scary. That ain't scary, bruh. That's not scary. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? What are you saying? It's disrespectful as fuck to our ancestors. Scary is striking out through the woods to go north. Just cause. You trying to get the fuck up out of there. That's scary. Just take off in the night. This nigga said it's scary that they on Twitter tweeting the word nigger. I can't. And y'all let them. I mean, y'all let them, and I get called extra for saying stuff like this, but I don't even see how y'all respect this type of shit. I don't get it. It's disrespectful. Motherfucker sitting in a goddamn mansion talking about how scared he is. The fuck? The men now. The men in our community, black men, scared? Exactly. That's, I mean, really, I can do one or two things with it. I can hold him accountable for being a scared hoe ass nigga, or I can say, black men, scared? Exactly. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. The richest and most influential and would be most powerful amongst us, scared. Of the very people they smiling in their face, shaking their hands, getting money from them, scared. Over the word nigger. Scared. Disrespecting their ancestors the whole fucking time. Talking about this shit right here. Hate speech. They just saying nigger online. Not you being called a nigger slave, getting the shit beat out of you if you're captured, killed possibly. Like, what the? Let me chill real quick. I'm gonna read y'all's comments. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read y'all's comments. But if y'all think we got a chance and the black men is this motherfucking bitch made, we're done. We're done. If nobody can look at this and see it for what it is, we're done. We are done. I'm telling you, we done. I'm looking at y'all's comments now, so y'all can leave some comments in here. I'll respond to some of them before I get the fuck off here. I ain't gonna keep y'all up too long. Now, there were some people who was, um, that emailed me when I they was mad about some shit. And let me tell y'all, if you're watching this and you're mad about what I'm saying, don't email me. I mean, it's okay. I don't care. You gotta know that by now. I don't care. I don't do this shit because it's popular because black people don't like it. That's not what this is about. It's not a popularity contest. I'm not trying to convince you to come over here and all this old shit. If you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it right now, and that's fine. That's okay. I'll be here when you get done cooning. I'll be here. Don't you worry. I'm not going nowhere. So just walk, keep walking. Don't even you slow down. You look over like that. You like, oh shit. Just keep walking. You ain't gotta stop and make a scene and tell me how you feel. Just keep walking, cause I don't give a fuck. You're a coon. Your opinion doesn't matter to me at all. I promise you it don't. Okay? Hopefully we can have that understanding and that rapport with each other. I don't respect you because you're a coon. This ain't about your money. I'm not gonna call black people broke. This ain't about what you do for a living. They got nothing to do with none of that. Nothing. You're a coon. Keep moving. Here's what it is. Here's what it is, y'all. Now, one thing about this, I can't put these comments up on the screen. I can't do that. So I would have to just read them out. Um, I'll just have to read them out. Eddie Lee, exactly. That's a good point. Says Dr. Nellie Fuller said, if you don't understand white supremacists, you are lost and don't understand how white supremacy works. And he basically said, if you don't understand white supremacy, then everything else will confuse you. Capitalism gonna throw you off because you don't get it fully. Every other system that's in place gonna throw you off because you don't understand it fully. You don't get it. Everything else is gonna confuse you. If you don't understand white supremacy and how it works, everything else you might as well just sit down real quick. Keep walking, because Neely basically says y'all might as well just keep walking. If you don't understand it, or you're not interested in understanding, because understand this too. You have people that may not understand it, but they are open to wanting to and have the desire to understand it. I can work with those people. Me and those people, we can vibe. If you have no interest and all you want to talk about is bags, and I'm gonna stunt because I live in a house and I got a nice house and I'm just gonna stunt on my people. That's all you want to do is stunt on your people because you're not stunting on the gays. They don't give a fuck. They know no matter how rich you are, they can call you a nigger and you'll feel some type of way. So you want to stun on your people? That's all you want to do? Then I mean, you ain't no hope for you. Ain't no hope for you. Now I want to deal with those type of black people. I want black people that are interested in trying to grow that pride inside of them. Put some water on that goddamn flower, on that tree. Those are the people I'm interested in talking to. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to entertain. I know black people like to be entertained. I'm not here. I mean, we know we're gonna laugh at shit sometime. I'm not here to entertain y'all. That's not what this is about. I'm not on here trying to, entertain y'all like that. I want y'all to wake the fuck up. I'm shaking the shit out of you. I'm shaking the shit out of you. That's what I'm here to do. By the time you click on my video, that's what I want you to feel. The coon inside of you grabbing that bitch by his fucking neck and just strangling the shit out of that motherfucker because we out here playing games. We out here playing games. Somebody put my Instagram in the chat. One of my mods, somebody asked, "What's my Instagram?" It should be in the description box. It should be in the description box. But man, when I see my ancestors being disrespected, man, that shit makes me mad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel connected to it. So it makes me mad that he would use the word scary for Twitter. It's like, no, no, it's not. And y'all come follow me on Instagram because they shut my shit down because I'm gonna go in on these caves. It's really it has everything to do with me going in on these cave hoes. They like black men to uplift the cave bitches. They like black men to tell black women to be like cave bitches. They like those type of men. Those type of men don't really have to worry about their pages, anything happening. Whenever I'm, dragging these cave bitches for the bitches that they are, exposing them for the bitches that they are, social media don't like that. Now imagine me crying about that. Imagine me crying about it, being, enraged or something. Like, no, they protecting their image. They're protecting it. I'm a black man. I'm only supposed to go online and talk about how much I hate black women. That's where I'm supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to talk about how much I hate black women, and you do have black men that show black women love. They don't necessarily even be mad at that, but they don't want you showing black women love at the expense of tearing their bitches down. They do not like that, and I do that. So I'm gonna tear them bitches down. That's what I'm gonna do, and I do it for every black woman that gets torn down. I do it for my team. I believe in that teamwork shit. A lot of black folk don't. We're very, very individualistic, and when it comes to, the big picture and thinking about our people as a whole, we're very, very individualistic. My hurt, my pain, my disappointment. We do a whole lot of my shit, securing the bag for my family. Like, no, I tear them bitches down for every black woman that gets torn down on a consistent and regular basis. It is what it is. And that's what I do. So they're going to delete my pages and tell me I'm bullying white hoes. They're gonna do that, and it's okay. They gotta do what the fuck they gotta do. Cause what's gonna fuck around and happen is more black men will see this shit. More black men may start doing this shit, and then they lose control. Their thing is they want to control the narrative. They want to control the image. They want to control everything. And when you out of pocket, they had back when we were on the plantations, back when my people were suffering on these plantations. They had a thing where they would call it drapetomania. If you tried to leave the plantation, then you had a mental disorder. That's what they said. They called it drapetomania. If you don't believe me, you can Google it or whatever you gotta do. You had a psychological disorder if you wanted to leave the plantation. If you want to flee to somewhere where you'd be more free, you had a psychological disorder. That's what they called it, drapetomania. So now what you'll have is they want black men, and in particular black men who are supposed to be the leaders of our people. They want us cooning like a motherfucker at all time. Cowardice as fuck because they know if we rise up as men and not using no, well, we God's chosen people, so we waiting on this motherfucker to anoint us with this power. No, take that power, instill that power in ourselves, and spread it around to our people. Not this biblical bullshit. Okay? I don't give a fuck what tribe you from. I don't care nothing about none of that. That's not giving you power. It's just not. So they don't want black men to see the power that we have in ourselves. That will be end up being contagious, not only amongst our women, but also amongst our children. They don't want that. They don't want you exposing them for who they are, which is why they're trying to hide shit all the time. Which is why I like the fact that they're coming out here calling black people niggers online. I like that. I do. Not gonna lie to y'all. It would be a lie for me to act like I'm appalled or taken aback by it. I like it because maybe it'll frame the reality a little bit better for black people instead of them acting like every black orator, every black scholar, every black person who tried to tell them is lying or delusional or wrong. Like, no, 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 no. So I'll do that work. And that's why my Instagram be getting fucked up. And they should. They most definitely should. They better. Because I got in my bio, they scared y'all gonna have pride like me. I believe that shit. They scared. They don't want no parts of that. They don't want no parts of black people having that type of pride that don't really give a fuck about the caves. They don't want that. They want no parts of that. No parts. They like where black people are. If that makes sense. Yeah. At least said the only thing a cave woman can show me is where the black women at. Shit, you better be careful of them black women that hang out with them cave hoes. That's for sure. Cause they be, boy, like, man, listen. Say that, and so I got you. I'll check my email. I'll check my email. And I appreciate you for sending me an email. And I appreciate everybody who does. Yeah, exactly, Jessica. And boy, I love, let me tell you something I love. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love when black women can see it. I love it. Okay? I love it. Because black women are used, them being in a certain mindset. That mindset is used to program the next generation of our children to be little coons. They're used. So when black women understand it, I love that shit. When they understand the big picture, when they come outside of their feelings or some bullshit relationships they might have been in, or, when they can come outside of all that and see this shit for what it is. I love that shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's for y'all that I ride. It's for y'all. It's for y'all. We gonna ride. Everybody that can see it, everybody who out here either trying to make their way out of that certain mindset that got them cooning, I'm riding for us. It just is what it is. I love it. True artist said go in on Twitter. Twitter, I never really use. I use Twitter to share posts that I put on YouTube and share Instagram posts at best. I never really go on there and fuck with Twitter. But once I saw this, I said, well, I need to start. That's what I did say. I said, well, I need to start going in on Twitter because I don't know what's going on over there on Twitter. I know they got that Twitter Spaces thing now where people have conversations and things like that. I know that a lot of black people over there are divisive on Twitter because normally when I hear about Twitter, it's about an argument that somebody had with somebody else on Twitter. Black people are divisive over there on Twitter, and it's just I don't know how much black pride is going on over there on Twitter. So I'm gonna go over there and hey, I'm gonna go over there and try to do some work. So if you're not following me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is I baptize coons. I may change that, but I do like that. I baptize coons. That's my Twitter handle. It should be in the description box as well. Um, but yeah, man, like I need to start going. Now that they over there acting like that, oh, okay, that's my type of space now. Now that we getting some truth out here, okay, that's my type of space now. That's my space. I fucks with that. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Miss Linda. I appreciate your compliment. I did because, but I'm working with a new, a little new setup. So I'm happy that I was able to share the screen and have me down here in the corner, which I thought that was cool. And well, I guess my next thing is going to be sharing actual, I guess, videos and doing reactions to them while I'm sitting down. And that'll be another test as far as the sound is concerned. I know we started off with a little bit of an echo. Um, we started off with an echo, so I got to figure out how to play a video, not have the echo happen, and be able to give y'all commentary based on that. Y'all laughing at my Twitter name? It's real shit. That's my Twitter name. Like, I baptize coons. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. Greg Gatsby, any books you would recommend? Anything written by Dr. Amos Wilson? Anything written by Michelle Alexander? Anything written by Dr. Joy DeGruy? Anything written by John Henry Clark? I mean, really just any black person that's ever tried to wake black people up. Any of them. If you want a good read, any of them. All of them have relevant bits and pieces and their ideas as to what would propel the black consciousness forward. I don't think you can go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong. Unless they have religious leanings. If they have religious leanings, you can go wrong. Okay? You can go a little bit wrong with motherfuckers that lean into religion a little bit too hard. Because then, at least in my opinion, I guess I'll say I'm biased towards authors or speakers who have that religious leaning. You know what I'm saying? Man, I love the Gina. Gina said y'all need to get my likes up. Y'all get my likes up, man. Can we do that for a second? Let's just pause for the cause and get my likes up real quick. That's the least y'all can do. Because y'all know I don't be asking y'all for no whole lot. I don't ask for y'all for no whole lot. Get my likes up at least. That's the least you could do. Get my likes up. Hit the like button for me if you actually fuck with it. If you don't, I mean, I understand if you don't. Because I'm not here to coddle black people. I'm not here to be a self-hating nigga. So let me tell you something that's interesting. Black people, there's a fine line between being tough on black people and being anti-black. Like there seems to be some confusion as to how this works. You see what I'm saying? Like black people will view anti-blackness as just being tough on black people, telling black people what they need to know. No, that's cooning. That's cooning. You can be hard on black people and let it also be known that you love your people. You understand how we got here, but it's time that we stop now. It's time to let the shit go. But it seems like there's some confusion, a blurring of the line. When you have these niggas on here call themselves being tough, but they really just cooning. It's like, bro, like this is coon shit. How are y'all respecting this shit? It's some coon shit. That shit, that line, it fucks black people up. It fucks black people up. It really does. It really, really does. Um, but it is a fine line, and a lot of people can't walk it. And we end up letting people, we end up calling people. We'll say they speak in facts, but we're ignoring all the coon shit they saying, all the anti-black shit they're saying, just to try to shine these facts up. And it's like, get out of here, yo. Get out of here. You don't have to deal with somebody that's mostly a coon to hear a couple true facts. That's not what we at with it right now. That's just not where we are. And I'm gonna tell you, these Hebrew Israelites are having a fucking field day right now. Why the fuck did coon ass Kanye come talk about the 12 tribes of fucking Judah and all that? Oh my god. These niggas, these Hebrew niggas, They are having a field that Kanye was able to validate. And I watched an interview where it was a white man, a so-called Jew, that asked Kanye if he knew about the Hebrew Israelites. And the Kanye said he didn't know shit about the Hebrew Israelites because he basically said the same thing I said when we did that Drink Chaps interview. The Hebrew Israelites been saying this shit. They've been saying the same stupid ass, ridiculous ass shit that Kanye talking about. Hebrew Israelites been on that shit. But when the white man asked Kanye if he knew about him, he was like, I don't even know who the fuck those people are. So I don't know whether he maybe went to go do some research after the fact, but he didn't even know who they were. I said he basically said, man, the Hebrew Israelites been saying that shit, bro. They've been saying it, and guess what? We still not about to yeah, you can call yourself whatever you want. As long as you niggas aren't organized, then it doesn't matter. You know, you can be God's chosen people all the fuck you want to. And now Kyrie Irving is out here and he's promoting the Israelite doctrine. And if you remember correctly, Kendrick Lamar's album the Damn album, he had a song or two on there where he spoke to the Hebrew Israelite, like we are the Israelites. Now I don't know what power that gives black men, and particularly black men. Because, I mean, black women, I just feel like black men get a little bit tired of black women or acquiesce because they don't have nowhere else to go anyway. But black men, I don't know what power that gives black men to go to sleep on a Tuesday, wake up on a Wednesday and say they chosen, and then what? I don't understand it. What happens once you go to sleep black, wake up Israelite? What happens in that moment? That transition. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. But that boy got the Hebrew Israelites energized. I've been looking across YouTube, them bitches going live. I said, why the fuck did he energize these annoying ass niggas? God damn. See, Kanye finally figuring out what the fuck. And Kyrie too, Kyrie. It's like, God, why they energize these niggas? They're annoying already. It's like, now they done came and validated these motherfucking annoying ass niggas, and they gonna go to the scriptures. They gonna go to the scriptures for you. It's like, man, y'all niggas don't. What the fuck is them scriptures doing for you? Only way the scriptures is doing black men any good is if you can make a bulletproof vest out of the fucking Bible. That's it. Make a vest out of them. Bulletproof. Other than that, uh, the scriptures ain't really like, you know what I mean? Like, God damn it, they done woke these niggas back up. I thought they was gone. At least I thought they was somewhere sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just sit down and yell amongst each other. We gonna, but they done brought them back. I was like, God damn, bro. God damn. That shit's so annoying. This is an annoying group of motherfuckers. See? See what, nigga? There's nothing to see here. Y'all niggas is coons. Like, there's nothing to see. See what? Kanye know what's up. That's why they really mad, because he know what's up. He know. No. No. Not why they really mad. Mm-mm. He exposing the truth about black people being the Jews really. If the Jews only rode on, let's assume this, the so-called cave Jews, if their only claim to fame was calling themselves the chosen people and not doing any of the things like group economics, sticking together, riding for each other, protecting their would-be culture, then the word Jew would mean shit. Them being Jewish would mean anything. Them being God's chosen people in the Bible wouldn't mean shit. The hell wrong with you niggas? Come do this work. Now Kanye is complaining about power structures being built that he can't penetrate. That ain't no damn scriptures. That's not scriptures. That's sticking together. That's what them people did. That faction of white folks stuck together. That faction of caves stuck together. They had their fucking little cave bar mitzvahs. Bitches didn't do nothing magical. They did what's practical. They did what's pragmatic that you niggas don't want to see me do at all. No goddamn scriptures. If they had just read the goddamn Bible, that wouldn't have been shit. They wouldn't have shit if that's all they did was read the fucking Bible and scream scriptures. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to do? Yeah, motherfuckers be. Boy, if that's all they did was read scriptures, they wouldn't own the record labels. They wouldn't own these big movie production studios. They wouldn't own that stuff. The fashion world, they wouldn't own that if they was just reading scriptures. Yo, dumbass. Brother, do you know who you really are? Yes, I'm not a coon. Do you know who you really are, motherfucker? Like, what the fuck? You think you get to put on that outfit and then yell scriptures and that's going that shit crazy. But these Kyrie and Kanye done woke them motherfuckers up. They woke them up. They woke them up, man. They woke them up. I was like, damn. I had gotten comfortable because a while back I used to go in on these motherfuckers and they'll come through here sending me these long stupid ass emails with all they fucking chapters and verses and all this shit in there. And I used to go back and forth with them and I thought they had went to go sit down somewhere. They'd, kind of, went and found their own little corner and kind of just chill. They coming back. I'm like, God damn, I want these niggas to sit down somewhere. I want these niggas to sit down somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Deshaun Williams said, I think they do that to give confidence to other black people, like basically saying we are royalty, we built civilizations, infrastructure, etc. No, no. You don't have to tell black people that they Israelites and look at the Bible to see that we built civilizations. You can look at life. You don't have to do that. And according to them, slavery was just a curse, something that God did. I'm not listening to nobody's gonna say that shit. God did, right? And then what was that song? DJ Khaled and Jay Z and all them people. God did. That's what that God did. Put him in slavery, as a punishment. God did. Okay. So you don't have to do all that to give black people confidence. According to them, God did. And that nigga, whoever that God is that they fucking with, I don't fuck with him. You see what I'm saying? I don't fuck with that. They don't have to do all of that. That's that God did shit. And they saying God put them in slavery as a punishment. It was ordained. It was divinely ordained. It was supposed to take place for 400 years. God did. And no, I'm all set. Okay? I'm all set on their God. I don't give a damn how loud they read the Bible. I'm all set. That's what they God did. That's what the fuck they God did. So I can't rock with them like that. Just to be honest with y'all, they're not my people like that. So they just they're just Christians, loud Christians. That's it. Right, Linda. Exactly. Exactly. Linda says, well, she says African American history. I'm gonna say Black history. But she said African American history tells us how special and unique we are. We don't need, and that ain't doing nothing for us anyway. Shining up what we did in the past should give us a framing to have courage, and not be complacent with how society is and how we're allowing society to continue to operate. That's the only framing for history is to, okay, y'all still letting this shit ride. When are you gonna be tired of it? You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, that's what history should be used for, to instill that, like, why are we still letting this shit happen? Why are we still letting these motherfuckers goddamn ride on us like this? To me, that's the relevancy. And not only and exactly what Linda said, to show we are great, but we have to be in a mindset to be great like that. And I would argue that Black consciousness, this shit right here, has been in the back of our minds, and not even nowhere in our souls and our spirits for so long, that we need to find that back first before we can do anything else. And you're not gonna find it in no scriptures at all. You gotta pull that shit from within you. Look at the situation that you're in and pull it out. You have to be able to pull that out. And that takes fortitude, mental fortitude, that takes integrity. And it takes you being able to make the sacrifice to maybe have, white people not think you a good Black person. Because that's something that Black people kind of, that's like a gift for us from the caves, that they think you a good Black person, which is a Black person who will ignore racism. To think that you're good, that's what it'll be. That's what we looking for. We rather have that than actually have pride and to be good amongst each other. Fuck what they think. Fuck them people. That's how I feel. Fuck them people. Fuck what they think about you. Fuck you trying to get tokens from them. Fuck all of that. We should be able to be able to validate ourselves, but we always looking for outside validation, and that's what we fuck up at. That's why we come up with the age old question as to why they hate us so much. Who the fuck cares? There is no just cause. Something's wrong with them. Can we move on? Do we have to dwell on the question? There is nothing. There's nothing there. There is no just cause. There is no need for you to figure it out. There is no need for you to try to figure out what you can do. Fuck them. Fuck them. Let me tell you something that's so interesting. Y'all ever hear somebody say something like, well, when you treat somebody like you don't want them, that's when they want you the most? Y'all heard of that before? Like if you ignore a motherfucker, treat a motherfucker bad or whatever like that, that's when they want you the most? I truly believe in my heart. Not that I care that white people would want us per se, but think when we as a people stop giving a fuck about them, I think they'll do everything to be in our good graces. Once we decide what those good graces and what that would mean. But we too busy begging, like, y'all say to motherfuckers when they talking about relationships, like, well, it seems like people love the people that treat them the worst. Why don't you take that same attitude with these caves? And you ain't even got to treat them bad. Just tell the truth about them when it's relevant. That's all you got to do. Quit smiling at them and frowning at your own people. Be kind to your people and mean mug them bitches. Fuck them. Mean mug them. Fuck you mean. What the fuck are you talking about? Treat them like that. You treating your own like that, and that's bullshit. If that y'all see what I'm saying? Like, fuck them people. What they thinking too. We too worried about what they think about us as people. Right. Exactly, Jessica. You have to deny. You have to completely deny your Black identity to be accepted by them, and that should be telling within itself. That should be very telling. That should be very telling. Greg Gatsby will say, "What now?" Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, shit. It don't matter to me. Greg Gatsby says, "I'm surprised no reaction channel has touched any of your content." They ain't trying to get demonetized and shit like that, bro. They not. And it's okay. I don't need them to touch on my content. What they'll do is sometime you'll have some of these bitch ass motherfuckers that will talk about me, but bringing my content up and playing my content and debunking what I'm saying, you're not going to see it. You'll never see it. You're not going to see it. Period. They do everybody else like that. They're not going to do me like that. They can't. They can't do it. Or just to play my shit to show love. Don't nobody, don't nobody fuck with me. First of all, as far as we talking about content creators and shit like that, nobody fuck with me, and they not about to come debunk my talking points. They can't. There's nothing that can be said at all. There's nothing. As much as they don't like me, all they'll do is they may talk about me. You know what I'm saying? They may say a little something about me, but they're not going to uh debunk like they can't. And that's not even me trying to be on no bragging shit or no ego shit. It just is what it is. Ain't nothing to say to me. They ain't shit to say to me, so they'll act like I don't exist. You'll hear him too. You'll hear him talking pro blacks and shit like that, and they're always talking about these scammers, swindlers, liars. They never talk. They'll never come and give the would be pro black space. And I'm using this terminology because I mean I don't really, but I know that my content will fall into the Hotep pro black content. I know that because that's what people will say. Okay, they will not take my content and do reactions to. Well, let me show y'all what this stupid ass pro black nigga saying right here. No. And if they do that, then they may fuck around. It's about like saying Candyman's name 3 times and I'm coming. And they don't want that. They rather talk about my what they perceive about my personal life. They rather talk about that. What they think my dick doing, maybe. How many kids I got, who they mamas are. They talk about little shit like that. As far as, you know, my content, what I'm saying, crickets. Crickets. And I ain't even mad at them. I ain't mad at them. I just know that they on some hoe shit most of the time. Most of them just be on hoe shit. And they don't want to deal with the shit I'm talking about. So and it's okay. It's okay. It's cool. I ain't even mad at them motherfuckers. I've had to get used to people talking about me, but not pulling my content up. And they can't say, well, you know, he gonna flag me. Never, not once, not even a real thing. They just don't want to hear what I'm saying because it'll probably convict them in some of the shit that they be doing, and they ain't trying to do that shit. It'll probably it'll pull their card. They probably on some cool shit themselves. They probably on some cool shit themselves. Yeah, David and me know what it is. David and me, David, me, and my 45 says, yeah, you're right. When they do bring you up, it's personal without saying the name. That's all they got. Never against your talking points much. Respect, young man. Mad love to you, brother. They can't ain't nothing to say. What they gonna say? Ain't nothing to say. They better make it or try to say something about my personal life. They can't say nothing about nothing, nothing. And really can't say too much about my personal life. They ain't really got much of anything to even say about that. They can't even do that right. Truth be told, they can't even really do that right. So it's like, I'll let them do their thing. But they damn sure can't come debunk shit. Can't come tell me I'm lying or tripping. And to me, that says a lot. That says a lot. Because I see them going in on will be pro blacks and hoteps and all this old shit. Because the new thing is to be against that mindset, to be against pro blackness. But they no. No, I'll fuck around and pop up. I'll fuck around and pop up. So they better be if they do it, they better be careful. I ain't gonna say nothing to them about what they're assuming about my personal life and all the untrue shit that they be saying. I ain't worried about that. Come at my talking points, and then I'll fuck around and pop up. The personal shit I don't care about because when you got grown men talking about another man, like I don't respect that shit. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'll let them think, you know, I'll let them think whatever they want to about me. But if they come at my talking points or try to say this nigga is on some bullshit or some shit like that, I'm coming. Then they may have to fuck around and deal with me. If y'all see some shit like that, send it to me. Not the personal shit. Because I had some people for a while that would send me, well, Rob, they talking about you. If it's my personal life, I don't care about that. And a lot of us don't understand, like, when you are at a certain level, people assuming things about your personal life and all that type of shit, that ain't that ain't where I'm at. I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of that. None of that. Come call me a liar. Come call me a coon. Then we may have something to talk about. Tell me I'm tripping or my facts is off, or we'll have something to talk about. But my personal life, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about nothing like that at all. Because I ain't never presented no fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been authentically myself, so I'm not really worried about none of that shit for real. They have to come in here and if they want to cape for one of these celebrities I be going in on, they can come do that. Or, Rob said this and it's some bullshit because this how I feel. It could be something different like that, but if it's just personal shit, I don't need that shit. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need to see it. But if y'all notice that you ain't nobody doing that. They pull up I see reaction channels all the time going in on people about what they're saying in their content. I don't see nobody reacting to nothing I'm saying, and that's okay because I know that they ain't what they gonna say. You see what I'm saying? And I like that. Right. Boy meets world, exactly. Exactly. They stay speaking on your dick. SMH. That's all. What they think my dick might have did like 4, 5 years ago. And they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing else to say. They ain't stole nothing, they ain't did nothing, they ain't scammed nothing, ain't did nothing. But tell black people to stop cooning. That's it. They worried about what my dick doing. Typically. And what's even sadder is they worried about what my dick might have did or might be doing today. It's like y'all niggas is weirdos. It's weird. But it is what it is. I ain't holding them. They's a bunch of fucking coons. That's all it is. They're a bunch of coons. That's all it is. A whole bunch of coons out here running around and they talk about and react to all types of bullshit out here, but they will not come deal with what I'm saying because it's gonna hold them, probably it's gonna hold them up. That little coon that they got in them is gonna hold that coon up to the mirror. Y'all know that Michael Jackson song, I'm looking for the man in the mirror. They looking for the coon in the mirror. That's what it is. That's what I do to people that they don't want to really even fuck with that. What is it? I'm looking for the yeah, it's either looking at the or for the I got the beat in my head. That's why I'm rocking like this. You know, I'm looking for the coon in the mirror. That's my remix. I'm hoping that he changes ways. That's what I'm doing to these niggas. Like I want y'all to stare at the coon in the mirror. God damn it, and quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. I want them to do that work, and they know that's what the work I want to do, and they don't want to do that work, and it's okay. We know it's okay. That's gonna be all right. He got these kids by these different women. Bet you they ain't coons. Bet you my kids ain't coons though. What about yours? What you teaching them? Okay. Okay. It takes the bag. Okay. What you teaching yours, huh? Okay. Good. You can talk about my kids and where how many of them it is and they mamas. You can try to do all that, but they not no coons though. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I mean, say whatever you want. Y'all silly, yo. Y'all silly. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Nobody wants to deal with the fact that they raising little coons. Like, don't nobody want to deal with little materialistic, celebrity worshiping, hate the next black person, cave worshiping coons. They don't want to deal with the fact that they passing that shit down. They don't want to deal with that. Because I don't give a damn. Y'all never hear me get on here and talk shit about how many kids somebody got, who the mamas or daddies is. I don't. Are you raising coons or not? I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. I ain't here to deal with none of that other shit. Are you raising coons or not? That's it. All this dick watching and pussy watching, don't care nothing about it. Are you raising your kids to be little coons to break this generational curse that we keep passing down this coon shit, or are you not? That's my only concern as far as somebody else's kids is concerned. I don't have no other concerns. Don't care. You can go out here, get pregnant by whoever, fuck whoever, get pregnant, get whoever. I don't care. Are you raising to be coons or not? That's it. You don't hear me on here dick shaming, pussy shaming, or sex shaming, or that shit corny to me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. This new age now, that's all everybody want to do is pussy watch and dick watch. Relationship watch. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of that. Anybody want to debate me, they can come with it. But ain't nobody challenging me. So we just here. Say it ain't so. Exactly. John Henry Clark. Exactly. John Henry Clark said it. I only debate my equals. All others I teach. Ain't nobody coming for no. No. Because they have to deal with it. They have to deal with me and what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna talk about their personal life. People people have a hard time dealing with people who won't stoop to that level. I don't have to stoop to talk about your personal life. I don't have to do that. You want some coon shit based on what you said here, not what you're doing at home, not what you did at the job. No, I don't have to do that. I don't got to talk about your physical appearance or none of that. I don't got to do none of that. You want some coon shit? I'll deal with what you own. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't with all that. Those are facts. Jessica staying with them facts. But black people think that's entertainment. When people talking about other people's personal life or talking about what somebody's dick doing or pussy doing, that's entertainment to black people. A lot of people need to have that level of drama to even listen to what somebody black is saying. The only people we listen to, and they don't have to do anything, you don't have to know what their personal life is the caves. The caves can get up, prop themselves up, bend your open oppressor, for your whole ever since they came to America, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated and established the rules for America that America was going to be anti-black. The only people that can stand in front of a mic and you don't question their personal life, you just trust them, is the caves. That's the only people we give that credit to. We don't ask them how many kids they got, how many kids, mamas or daddies they got. We don't ask none of that. None of that shit is even relevant. We don't ask them if they married or none of that. All that shit is saved or for black folk. That's that cave worshiping shit. All that's saved for your own. We don't quit. The white folk can show up. They can say they got a degree in whatever, hang that up on the wall, put on a fucking white coat, doctor, whoever the fuck, and that's who we gonna listen to. They ain't even gotta be a doctor. They can just have on a suit. We gonna listen to them. That's that coon shit. That's that coon shit. Jessica L, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. She said, you're like Morpheus from the Matrix, except with a beard, not them little weirdo ass glasses, and I'm not waiting on a white man to come save me. Other than those three things, I see what you're saying. And I take that as a compliment. Other than those couple things, I see what you're saying. Boy meets world, that's a good point. He said, Boy Meets World said, my thing is, if your ass ain't about to cut a check or buy something for the kids, what the fuck are you worried about? Ain't no donations, ain't no PayPal. I did have somebody send me a Cash App. The last live I did, a black woman sent me a Cash App. Mad love to her. This is what and she didn't have to. But mad love to her. Um, you know, it's I ain't asking y'all to come simple like this. Listen to the content, kill the inner cone within you. You could order some t-shirts or hoodies, or even if you want a hat like this, it takes a little bravery to wear it, but you can order some stuff from me. But I don't be on here on that shit. I don't be on this shit. I don't be on that shit at all. I just want people to hear the message and let it convict you to do the work on killing the coon within you. That's all. That's it. That's my whole mission statement. I ain't tell nobody I was gonna come here and teach them how to get money, get women. I ain't promising nobody no shit like that. None. This shit may not get you no money. You may not get all the pussy, all the dick in the world, or whatever. But I ain't guaranteed you nothing like that. The work must be done though if we want to move forward and progress as a people. That's just all I know. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And that's what I focus on. When you got people that trying to represent me, a black man, in this case LeBron James, trying to represent me on some scary coon shit, I just had to come in here and say, nope, that ain't me. That ain't us. Don't that might be him. It might be a whole lot of other black folk, but that's not us. So I have to come, differentiate, do that work to make sure that nobody gets me and these coward ass, hoe ass niggas confused. No, it's not me. Not me. So that's the work that I feel as though we must do. Because I know it ain't about the caves, but I want black people to know that what LeBron James said is problematic. The bubble, the reality that we created, where these white people love us, is problematic. And it's causing us to go through this delusion. And every time they show us who they are, we taken aback by it. We like, oh my God, I can't believe this is whatever fucking year it is, and they still acting like this. I get tired of that shit. And I'm glad that Twitter let them do. Hey, let them loose. Let them loose. Let them be who they are. Let them be who they are. That's fine with me. I have no issue with that. And I think that um, I think that causes problems for a lot of people because they don't want to take the cave off the pedestal, and that's the work we're doing here. So, um, yeah, yeah, about to get the fuck off here. I'm about to get the fuck off here because I'm hungry anyway. I'm gonna grab me a little something to eat. Mad love to anybody who stayed this long. Hopefully you hit the like button. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. LeBron James calling Twitter words scary is disrespectful to our ancestors who actually lived through some scary shit, who actually lived through murderous, genocidal, um, torture, experiments, propaganda. It's disrespectful to our ancestors who we act like were fucking complete cowards, who we act like had no heart. I'm not here. I'm not going to allow anybody to disrespect my ancestors like that. And if we get to be like that, if we get to be like that, you don't have to call yourself no motherfucking black Jew or none of that shit. You ain't got to do all of that. That becomes what black is. That becomes what black stands for. That becomes what is black culture. We're not going to let you disrespect our ancestors' experiences at all. At all. And that's the work we need to do. And we're not going to let these scary hoe ass rich niggas come out here and be coons all out in front of everybody and represent black men this way. Black men, we must represent masculinity, and part of that masculinity has to be built in and has to be founded in black pride. You don't have a choice. Not because you want it to be. You don't have a fucking choice. There is no other way to carve out any true masculinity outside of it being built on top of this. Okay? And that's what we're here to spread this message. Mad love to y'all. Y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe, do all that hot shit. I'm about to get out of here. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.